My name is Jenny Haler, and I studied Spanish and Portuguese at the University of Minnesota, and my study abroad was in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Why study abroad? I knew I wanted to study abroad going into college. I had studied Spanish in high school and took on Portuguese my second semester at the U. And I knew I wanted to experience a new culture and spend a semester abroad. It was just a matter of where for me. So both my siblings studied Spanish and studied abroad in Spanish-speaking countries. So I wanted to not only be different from them, but also practice and enhance my Portuguese and then fully immerse myself in a new culture. And so all of those led to Brazil, where I had the most unforgettable experience of my life to date. I think one of the best parts of studying in Brazil was experiencing the culture around you, and that was enhanced through my education in Brazil. Not only was I directly enrolled in a university in Sao Paulo, but I also took courses through my program, which talked about Brazilian politics, social issues, and poverty and inequality. All the lessons we had were pragmatic and applicable, so we could walk outside of our classroom and directly apply what we had just learned in the classroom in that day's lesson. We also took field trips where our lessons really came to life, and I had never experienced anything like that before. I think another part that made Brazil so great was living with Brazilian roommates. The Brazilians made it really fun. We had 2 Brazilian roommates in our apartment and 3 Americans. So the Brazilians helped guide us through the city, taught us the typical Brazilian cuisine, and gave us a more intimate look about what a day-to-day lifestyle looks like for a typical Brazilian. And I know being there with the Brazilians was important to be fully present, and the reason I was able to be fully present was because I had taken care of my finances beforehand. I felt good and didn't have to worry about any money while I was in Brazil. I'm grateful to have received the Spanish and Portuguese Department scholarship that helped fund my study abroad. I remember going into my first financial aid meeting and being shocked by the numbers, because it is expensive to study abroad, and that's why it is so important to have that scholarship to make you feel and reassure yourself that it is possible. The scholarship not only encouraged me to continue to pursue my study abroad, but again, also reassured me that it was possible. So I want to thank the Spanish and Portuguese Department for their scholarship and for giving me a new perspective on life.